everyone. My name is Jamie Spence, and I wanted to make this video to somewhat introduce myself. Most of you have never heard me speak. You've seen my words, you've seen still photos of me, and that writing is very much my comfort zone, so this is very awkward. Not something I was looking forward to, but I feel like I really just want to introduce myself and kind of give somewhat of a synopsis of how or the situation that I've fallen into. First thing I want to say is that I am absolutely so grateful for all of my blessings and all of my challenges. I feel like those are important. All of it, it's all important. It all molds us, who we are as people, even the hard stuff. These past 2 years have been very difficult for me. Me and my children have been put into a weird situation that I never anticipated. I mean, you hear about court corruption. You hear about CPS dropping the ball in all these cases. But as a loving parent, you really don't. I never thought this would happen to me. This is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. If someone came to me and told me the story that I have to tell in all of its truth, I would not believe them. Something in my brain would be like, no, you're not telling me something. Like, you did something. You had to have done something. I would not believe them. I feel like if a movie were to be made about the 15-year journey and all the dominoes that fell to get where we are today in this particular juncture, there would be too many plot twists for it to be believable, even for a film. I live in Virginia Beach. I'm a 3 times master certified life coach. I also have many other certifications, including cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, rational emotive behavioral therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy. I have a certification in solution-based counseling, as well as advanced level depression diploma certification, PTSD, 2 different addiction certifications in psychology of alcohol and drug addiction and dependency. I mean, the list goes on. I have 54 different certifications in psych, mental health, therapy, coaching, all of the above. I owned New Tomorrow Life Coaching I started that about 6 years ago. I had New Tomorrow for about 2 years, and then I switched to nonprofit work, where I opened Mental Health VB. A lot of people will say that Mental Health VB was not successful because it didn't make money, but I would like to respectfully disagree, because it saved lives, and that was the purpose of Mental Health VB. There were too many people. I was seeing way too many people in our community on my Facebook that were being lost too early to addiction and suicide, both of which are preceded by highly, highly treatable diseases. And I didn't like it, and I was making pretty good money coaching, but I knew that wasn't where I was needed. I felt in my heart that I needed to be in the mix of it. I needed to be there for the individuals who didn't have anywhere else to go. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm very proud of Mental Health VB. Very proud. Because we helped a lot of people. I helped a lot of people, and I like that. That helps me sleep at night. That makes me feel pride. It gives me a sense of purpose. also have a certification as a trauma support specialist, modern applied psychology. I have many certifications, many accredited certifications in PTSD, addiction, depression, phobias, all that, all the good stuff. I really loved my work. Unfortunately, as sometimes what happens in life, my body got sick. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia only a couple months after my youngest child was born, my baby girl. And I still kept going. I still kept pushing. I was married, active duty military man. That's her father. And then in 2017, I was diagnosed with Epstein-Barr virus, which, for those of you who don't know, is colloquially known as mono. And it basically just never went away, and it became a chronic fatigue, narcolepsy situation. I did have to stop working because of that, because there was a certain way that I did my therapy, which was, well, I did other people's therapy, which was very different from traditional therapy. I made myself available pretty much 24 hours a day because I felt like that was important. That was what I needed to help them and to help all of you. And then when I couldn't do that anymore because I was too sick, I stopped. And the reason was because I didn't feel like it was fair if I wasn't going to be able to give all of you the treatment and the support and the guidance that you needed the way that I wanted you to have it, which was at any time of day, because emotions don't just happen during business hours. And that was how I was effective. And there were times once my illness got really bad that I couldn't do that because I wasn't available. My body, I wasn't unreliable. My health was very unreliable. And that was really hard. That was really difficult. So I want to talk about both of my beautiful children. My son is now 16. My daughter is now 12. And they're amazing. But unfortunately, I'm recording this in January of 2024, and I have not seen either of them or heard their voices since March of 2022. So it's been almost 2 years since I've seen my babies. I was never charged with anything. I have never hit my children. I have never even raised my voice at my daughter because I never needed to. And it's been 2 years since I've seen them. They live in the same city. My story is one of corruption and exploitation of both myself and my children. And I knew that this happened. I mean, we all know. You hear stories about court corruption. You hear stories about CPS dropping the ball. But as a loving parent who thinks that you're just doing everything right by your children, you know in your heart that you're doing everything right by your children at the best that you possibly can. I never thought that I would be put in this situation. And since I have been put in this situation, I have learned that this shit is rampant. They're just abducting people's kids, basically. If you were to look at my court records for the whole custody situation, you would see a plethora of lies that were never once addressed by my court-appointed attorney, ever. I was very much set up, and I have evidence and receipts and proof of that. I mean, black and white, solid proof. It's taken me almost 2 years to be able to heal enough to come back and fight for them, because I was left homeless And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of twists and turns. But I wanted to make this video because I want to let everyone know that I have started multiple platforms of dedicated pages, posts, etc. on different types of social media, and there will be more to come. I will not sit down. These are my children, and you cannot take them from me. You took my home. You took everything, everything. Most of my pets. You can't take my children. You can't do that. And I just want to thank everyone for all of the support and all of the kind words from my previous clients and followers, everything. People have been in my inbox saying, "You're so strong, you're such an inspiration." But I can't take full credit for that strength and that resilience, because yes, while that strength and resilience did live inside me, there would have been no way for me to nurture that enough to be able to come out of what I went through and what I'm still going through in a way that was in any way productive or beneficial to anyone without all of you, with your kind words, with your support, even behind the scenes, even, just everything. I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. I am in the middle of writing a novel called A Courthouse Kidnapping. It's not finished yet, as it's based on real life events that I have felt and that I lived. And those events have yet to conclude themselves. So I'm doing everything that I can. I want to let everyone know that I am, at this point, fully prepared for any legal pushback that I get. I am fully prepared for the threats. I am fully prepared to be censored. I am fully prepared for them to attempt to silence me, because they succeeded the first year that this was going on. It's crazy. This whole thing was crazy. I did not ask for this fight, but I will walk into it confidently, and I will leave this fight with my children, safe with their mother. And once that's done, I'm going to come back, and I'm coming for all of you that have been victimized, all of you that have been exploited, all of you that have been hurt. They took your children. You can't do that. You can't do that. This is another level of corruption that I didn't know happened to Virginia Beach. I mean, I guess I did, but when you hear people say, well, I lost custody of my children, you automatically think, well, you must have done something. You must have done something wrong. People don't just lose custody of their children for no fucking reason, right? But they do. Children are being used. Children are being exploited. And it's not okay. It's not okay for me or my kids. It's not okay for you or your kids. And if I have to be an army of one walking into this, I'm okay with that. I'm not the type of person who sees other people being victimized and just looks away. I can't do that. I just want to say thank you to everyone. I just want to say thank you, because they have tried very hard to silence me forever. And I wouldn't be able to make this video or write the things that I'm writing without all of you. so true. I would not have strength without my supporters. I would not have strength without people in my ear, in my DMs, backing me, saying, keep going, Jamie, you're doing good. There has been, I've created a few Instagrams so far. We are going to be moving to YouTube. We're going to be doing a Patreon. Haven't figured out TikTok yet. Okay, I'm working on it. Writing is my comfort zone, 100%. Speaking, it's not so much. But I wanted to thank everybody. I want to thank everyone. This hasn't been easy, and it will not get easy anytime soon, and I am prepared for that. I'm okay with that. If things have to get hard for me to save my babies, that's okay. I'm okay with hard, okay? I never anticipated any of this, any of it. And my heart just really breaks for all the other innocent parents who have been separated from your children. No government should be able to tell you that you can't see your child. That is a God-given right. This is my first video. I'm not going to do a million takes. I just wanted to put some words out there. I wanted people to be able to hear me speak because that doesn't happen very often. Because like I said, I'm more comfortable writing. I just want to thank everyone. And I am starting GoFundMe because I'm going to have inevitable legal fees. I'm going to have more challenges. That's okay. That's okay. My book, A Courthouse Kidnapping, and its follow-up, An Ode to Survival, obviously aren't going to be published for probably not until next year because the first one isn't even done being written yet. There's no conclusion. I can't make up a conclusion when I'm writing about something real. I'm just doing the best I can. But I will not sit down. I will not waver. I will not be intimidated. I followed every rule. I did everything they asked me. And they abducted my children anyways. It was a legal abduction. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to talk to my babies right now. No reason. Aside from greed, lies, spite, something that was participated by my own family and then maintained by the negligence of the court system, by the negligence of the attorneys that we have working for us. I'm coming back for you all. Okay. And I guess that's kind of like all I have to say right now. I fully anticipate that my Facebook will likely, they will try to shut it down. I see that happening, and I have prepared for that. All of my pages are being archived by a third-party internet site, so it won't be lost. They can shut it down all they want. I'll make another one. I'll keep talking. They can lock me up if they want to, and that's fine. That's fine. You're going to make my soapbox just a little bit higher. Because none of this is okay. You can't do this to innocent people. You can't just take our kids. You can't. Our legal system and the people participating in it have threatened other parents into silence. But I can't be threatened, and I won't shut up. I'll keep going. So, send me your prayers. Send me all your strength. Send me bravery, because I'm going. I'm walking into this, and I don't give a fuck. I think that's like all I have to say right now. I just want to thank all of you for watching this video. This was really difficult for me to grow some balls and talk on camera. It's weird. But I really wanted to get my voice out there, my real voice. And I just want to thank everyone who's helped me along the way, in spite of the fact that so many other people were trying to hold me down. Thank you for your hand up. Thank you. Stay tuned for more to come. My Facebook page, I have 2 Facebook pages dedicated to this very specific subject. One is called A Courthouse Kidnapping, and the other one is called When CPS Fails. The former is more about the novel, memoir, and I'm putting a lot more personal sneak peeks and stuff on there, whereas the CPS, When CPS Fails page is going to be more of like a general organizational page. Like the Courthouse Kidnapping is going to be about my story. The CPS Fails page is going to be about everyone's story. You know, every victim, every system victim. This isn't okay. So feel free to follow. Feel free to stay tuned. I just appreciate everyone's support so much. You have no idea how difficult this journey has been. No idea. How grateful I am for all of you. And I really mean it. So stay tuned. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you for just